Welcome back to the show. Okay, so when you think of a typical sleep apnea patient, you probably think of an overweight man with a really thick neck.
Yep. But more findings show that sleep apnea can affect anyone of all shapes and all sizes. And with us now are two people who have sleep apnea. Steve Gardner from the Sleep Wellness Institute, and he brought Augie Santiago. Welcome to the show, you guys. Santiago. Santiago. It was like one of those took a minute to process. Welcome to the show, you guys. And both of you have sleep apnea. I think that's right off the bat, like we were saying, a lot of people have the stereotypical image of what someone with sleep apnea looks like. Overweight, generally male, the thick neck. Neither of you fit that image.
I tend to fit it more than Augie does because I am middle-aged and I do have some excess tissue in my neck, slightly overweight. You know, you would certainly expect to see it much more in a person like myself, or someone even more so than myself in terms of weight and age and so forth. This is a completely different type of situation.
Yeah, let's talk about our friend Augie here, because he's 37 now. He is not the typical sleep apnea patient. No. Because first of all, he was diagnosed almost before he was 30, so he was 29 or 30 when he was diagnosed. You told me during the commercial break he's a runner. He doesn't look like he has a super thick neck to me. There you go, stretch it out. He looks very physically fit. I know he exercises. You know, he's not overweight. He's young, but you have quite severe sleep apnea?
Yes, I do. When I was diagnosed, the doctor had told me that I stopped breathing. My body woke up 60 times an hour.
60 times an hour. Okay, math was not my best subject, but that's once a minute.
Right.
Your body was waking you up, so I bet you felt exhausted.
I was always tired. You end up getting headaches a lot. Severity on the headaches range. But you're always fatigued. There's numerous times my wife and I would be out with friends at a local pub or restaurant, and there I am sitting at the table, falling asleep. You know, like, it became the joke after a while. But it's actually quite embarrassing.
Yeah. So is that what led you to think, okay, I need to check something out here. Something's not right. I'm tired, but yet I'm sleeping the same, you know, amount that my wife is, but yet I'm more exhausted.
It's actually my wife is the one that
kind of pushed
after numerous conversations about my snoring and then how it stopped breathing in the middle of the night, was the one that prompted me to go get help.
And that's really typical, isn't it, Steve? Like you said, it's
typical.
Generally the partner that notices that there's a problem going on.
No, it's not the partner. It's the wife. It's the woman. Okay, who's saying you need to go to you need to get this checked out.
Snoring,
Yes.
now I can't sleep.
Absolutely true. It was my wife who told me, and we see it all the time at Sleep Wellness, that we'll actually have men who come in for an appointment, and when they're asked, do you snore, they'll say, no, I don't snore. And their wives will be in the background going, oh.
With the
because,
bags
of course,
under
they
their
do
eyes.
Snore.
And here's Augie he's laughing when you say that, because she said that to you, right?
Yeah, it went on for years. That she would, there was times in the middle of the night where she would actually wake me up.
Yeah.
Say, are you okay?
Are you breathing?
Because I'd stop breathing. Or roll over, you're snoring. And, you know, what are you going to do? It's like, leave me alone.
Yeah.
I'm trying to sleep.
Yeah, because you don't even realize it. What does treatment involve for you?
For me specifically, it was a trial and error in the beginning. Try sleeping more on your side. You know, put a pillow back there, which it's not 100%.
It helps a little bit.
It helps a little bit, yes, if you do sleep on your side. But I needed a CPAP mask, which is prescribed.
Right, and a CPAP mask is forced air that goes gently down your throat.
Yeah,
correct?
it's just the constant, gentle flow of room air. It's not specifically oxygen. It's just the air in your room that keeps your airway open and stops you from snoring, and of course stops you from having your airway be blocked off, so that you won't be pausing breathing during the night.
Now, you wear the CPAP mask every night,
yes.
I'm assuming. Do you sleep better? Do you feel more rested during the day?
Exactly. It was night and day. You know, there was a little bit of a transition time when you have the CPAP machine and the mask of getting used to having something on your face.
Well, yeah, and it's not real sexy either, is it?
Well, like, you know.
It depends.
It really depends.
If anyone can make it sexy, right?
But I mean, it is an adjustment, right? Getting used to sleeping with a mask on your face, and it's not Halloween.
Right.
You know?
Yes, there was an adjustment period, but once that took place, and I'm a pretty heavy sleeper. Once that took place, the headaches disappeared. I had more energy. I got 2 little girls, and I could do more things with them, take them to the zoo, and not have to worry about sitting there, having to sit down, and I need to take a rest. I'm tired.
Right.
So.
I can imagine it changes people's lives. Just real quickly, because we're pretty much out of time, for women out there who are listening, obviously we heard some of the symptoms to look for in their husband, but women can be affected too, right?
Oh, very definitely. Women and children. One of the things that happens quite often with women is that they'll tend to get treated more likely for an underlying condition like thyroid condition or diabetes or depression or anxiety. But for women, it's very important that if you're really feeling like you're sleeping at night, but you're very tired during the day, you need to talk with your doctor about it. It's very important.
And children too, and I know especially as children are becoming more and more overweight in our country, sleep apnea is becoming also more, not that they have to be overweight to have sleep apnea, but I know it is sometimes a risk factor. You have a free sleep apnea risk assessment that's available on your website.
That's right. Just come to our website, sleepwellandlive.com. It's right there on the homepage. It's a free online assessment. You take the assessment and you will get immediate results that will give you a very strong indication of whether or not you're at risk for sleep apnea.
Fantastic. There's the number on your screen, 414-336-3000 or sleepwellandlive.com. Thanks to both of you for being here.